Hello. Oh, these are muted. Hey, how you guys doing? Hang on a second. I'm playing with the light. Blinded by the light. What's this do? Hang on. Oh, oh, look at that. Well, that's too bright. There you go. I need that. Yeah, that's what I need. I need some tan. My tanning light. Yeah. Or I could tell ghost stories. Why is this a ghost story thing? I'm telling a story about the one-legged pirate that had a hook on his arm and a hag at his sea. I don't know. Um. Oh, it's off. That's my camera light. I have a camera. Oh, look what I can do. I'm put up here. You guys can't see it. Well, you could see it though. Look at this. Look, I have an extra light. Oh, that's not good. Now I'm blue. I'm Blue Man Group. Hey, look, I'm an expert in car forensics running overs stuff. Sorry. Anyway, bless each and every one of you from Tiny Tim to from my heart to yours. Thank you guys so much for showing up here tonight. I am sorry. Is this homework time? Trash Panda Mom. Okay, wait a second. Hold on here. We got to take a time out here. What? Trash Panda Mom. Pray tell. Like, do you really have a raccoon? Like, that'd be cool. Look at that. That's how loose my camera is. Let me tighten this up. Oh wait, that's not. Oh, that's not good. So somebody please remind me. I have to replace this. See this wobble wobble? It's not supposed to wobble at all. It's not a. It's not an axolotl, and that's called a Chinesium. Okay, Chinesium is wearing out on that part, and I need to get two parts for that. This is Dollywood stuff, y'all. By the way, Dollywood's coming up June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. What's that? What Dolly? It's FNL Dollywood. So you come to the show, or you come to the show, you come to town, you come to the Smoky Mountains, you have a little vacation, you meet some real people that you see here and hang out with and chat, and you hang out in real life, you ride some roller coasters, and then Friday night, you get to experience the magic of be part of a live studio audience. Friday Night Live. It's the most it's awesome. It's awesome. You'll become addicted. So, maybe she's Lefty's mom. Lefty is trash. That's right. He is trash. Anyway, how you doing, C42? Yes, Trash Panda Mama. This is some homework. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. How you doing? Noel Perry. And I know I've asked you before, but like Noel reminds me of Christmas, and that's one of my favorite times. How you doing, King Bob? Squid. How you doing, Squid? Yeah, it is a homework licious dishes time. Roseman Ranch. I hope I'm talking in your pants. Hey, how you doing, sweet fly? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Look at that. Your avatar changed. It's cool looking. Michelle Russo. I was going sorry, I saw something move. I was going through old things the other day. This is gonna sound bad because I don't mean that you're old. You're not. That was bad. I was going through old messages and I saw your name and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need to see how Michelle's doing." How you doing, Michelle? How's Georgia right now? I hope you're doing well. I've missed you. You know, you used to come in and say, "Hey, I'm just lurking while I'm working." There you go. I'm at work. It's a quick pass by today. Love Michelle Russo. You know what else Michelle loves? She loves being a warrior.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 yeah.
And that reminds me, the most wiggle warrior nut besides Harriet Williams is Irish in Texas. How you doing, babe? What's going on? I hope you're doing well. How you doing, 80s? What's up, man? Okay, I heard a really dumb joke that you'd appreciate. I was listening to the Deal Guy on YouTube. This is what I watch when I'm not. People are like, "Oh, did you see this stream?" I'm like, I watch the Deal Guy. He does the Costco deals. Wasn't a Deal Guy, and anyway, it was. He's like, uh, new at Costco this month. Top 10 deals you gotta check out. Hagar shirts, which aren't as cool as Van Halen shirts. I thought that was funny. It made me laugh. It made me laugh. Side eyes, did I say hi to you? I can't remember. And T42, how are you? I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna quit goofing around. Yo, 5 minutes ago, I was ready to go to sleep. My wife's like, why are you so tired? That's not how she sounds at all. That's not how she sounds at all. Okay, I gotta take that back. Jamie, how you doing? What's going on? What's up, babe? Anyway, I had to get up early, had to go to Chick-fil-A. I had to go get dirt. I don't want I no, no. Dirt is not my thing. I didn't go pick it up like in bags. I went to Walmart and bought bags. And I felt weird. I have to spend $2 on a bag of dirt. It's dirt. It's all over the place. I why? Why did I just but I have to do it? White rabbit sent me. Or my honey do this. And I'm like, honey, there's a lot of dirt in the house if you get. And she said, yeah, no, I told you to pick up dirt. I didn't say you had to go buy any. I was like, oh, I think she wants me to clean my room. So, Cyber Check! How you doing, Cyber Check? What's going on? How's Boston today? I heard on the news yesterday, right, it was the day before yesterday, it was snowing there. And I think that is silly. I did all the things. I've been trying to do everything for you, Cyber Check Boston. Everything Al Gore said would cause global warming. I tried that and it didn't happen. I'm looking for the year-round bikini season. Okay, that's my goal is the year-round bikini season. I've been having this goal since I was a wee little expert. It was the first time when my voice went from right. So I'm trying. Stu, what's going on? Guys, listen. Tonight, we will be oh wait, hey Treasure Island, how you doing? I'm here but driving, so also not there. Or here or wherever. I got you. I got you, babe. You be safe, okay? And did I see Courtney in here? Hey Courtney, I was not ignoring you, Courtney. I was not. So listen, guys. Oh, wait a second, sad answer. You never met Iris in real life. Oh my gosh, what a hoot. Oh my gosh, she is like my favorite disease. Does that sound right? Like there's not a cure? Mm. Iris, babe, you know what I mean, right? It's all love. You and me right here, okay? You got it. You understand what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, oh wait, hold on. Tonight is Science Mystery Theater 4000. No, it is Microdots is part of our homework. So, y'all, it was so weird yesterday. I kept hitting the thing to turn on the stream. to set a stream up for yesterday afternoon. I think I'm the only one that's confused expert instead of the other way around. I'll drink to that. Maybe some more milk. I'll drink to that. Oh, wait till you get a hat. You she's like, "Oh, I'll dance." And then the hat becomes a frisbee. I'm kidding. Only 2 cares I watch regular basis at the same time. Y'all are killing me. Live at the same time. Well, I'm gonna be doing, uh, the dots, the coverage. I have to do homework. So here's what happened yesterday. I did, I was trying to get the stream going, right? Spawn Trooper, how you doing, man? What's going on? Microdots sounds like some kinda new what? Hold on, what does it say? Why is it stuck? Why is my thing stuck over here? I'll go over here on this side. Uh, that sounds like some more kind of new drug today's kids are trying. Candy. But, anyway, Emily C, this is part of the homework thing. You guys are following along there, right? So this was supposed to be done yesterday. For some reason, I kept hitting the button and it said, will not, uh, upload or whatever. And StreamYards was not commu I even took a picture, like, when I was on Roslyn. So oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot all about Roslyn, dude. Like, I didn't know. I thought it was, like, next week, and I was like, "Man, I gotta message her." Like, I didn't even know she was being serious, y'all, I'll tell you the truth. When she asked me, I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure. Anything for you, Roz." And I was like, "Yes, please." June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Anyway, it was, then she messaged me. So here's what happened. We got some trees. Okay. We had to get these trees at Costco. This is all my honeydew. You guys remember last year I didn't have a summer. This summer I don't have a mother. So anyway, we went to Costco. They had the trees we've been looking for. They had them in March and they ran out. They were back. Yes, winning. Okay, so we get them, but we can't get as many as we need in the cart. There's those little green trees. I call them like little Grinch trees. I think they're called like, I don't know, green giant or something like that. Anyway, um, so get them. I'm like, we need 6. I can get 6 in that car. And she said, "No, you can't." I said, "Yeah, I can. I can get 6 in there." So we ended up getting 3. And then I was like, we were kind of going back and forth about you could put another one in there. If there's this older gentleman next to us, I said, "Sir, would you mind if I asked you as an disinterested party, you think we could get one more tree in there in that car?" And he's like, "Yeah." He reached in, he moved the tree over. He's like, "You definitely get one in there." So we're going back in to get one more tree. And yeah, the Grinch tree, they're tall, they're green. They're green year round. They kind of fat around the middle. Grinch tree. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I don't uh, sorry, Courtney. But you can hang out with me. Um, anyway, the new version of the dog ate my homework. Yes, it is. It is. But this is the StreamYards did not work, which I was glad because Rosalind sends me a message as I'm pushing the cart back into Costco. She sends me a link to the stream, and I was like, "What's this?" And she said, "For tonight's stream." I was like, "What time?" She said, "In 38 minutes." I said, "I'm on my way home." Rush hour traffic. It was rush hour traffic. I literally got here. White Rabbit, God bless her. She got the trees out of the car, but I completely screwed that one up. I And you know what? Like, that's kinda, like, normal for me to, like, forget things and stuff. It really bothered me. It's like, I don't want to forget things. and then something else happened, and I was like, "Dig those holes." I got so many holes I've dug. And, oh, that was so bad. Yesterday, Rosalind said something about, "What else do you do?" Like, she interviewed me. I didn't know that was happening either. And, she said, "Hey, KDD, how you doing? Katie, someone was talking to me about you." And, like, it was a really it was a good thing. I was like, "KD's my girl. Like, I love her." Um, anyway, Rosalind said, "What else do you do besides dig holes?" Or something like that yesterday. I was like, "What?" I did not hear the word dig. Um, it was a different D word, and I was like, "Where's this going? Wait, how did we get here?" It was very for a second, my head just spun around. Anyway, I went over here and I found the Microdots page, and you know what? I messed up because that's not Emily's link. So oh, yeah, so then today, um, I can't think of your name. I almost said fentanyl. Oh, yeah, you can't say those words anymore. Up to a whole bunch of streams that they are bleeping stuff out. Like, you can't say any drug word now, evidently. I don't know. I'm just assuming because all these streams, they were very bleepity bleepy. J-Pin, what's happening? How you doing, babe? Oh, I mentioned you yesterday. Either after, I think after the stream, I was like, someone I know had to change their entire name because of the reasons why I tell everybody to. Y'all, there's a bunch of weirdos out there on the internet. Please keep yourself safe from weirdos like me. Hey, Heather May, I didn't see you snuck in here too. All right. Where did we go? I was on. Was it X? I'm not on X. That always weirds me out. Yay. Okay, here it is. Now, let me see. Oh, good. Did Higgins. This was a short one. This is a short one. You guys will love it. It's 15 minutes. And all right, cool. Uh who was playing today? Whose stream did I see? Fervent, Fervent. And they had a great stream, and it was, it was what Emily C wanted to talk about on Thursday, I think. I think that was it. And I watched it, and I was like, yeah, there's a bunch of weirdos around here. Like, you flip through channels, and you can find people with it's like they wear sunglasses inside. That's weird. But I like the guy. I really do like the guy. He wears, aviators when he streams. Um, he's cool. Razor Fist. You guys follow Razor Fist. He's a cool guy. You should. You look up Razor Fist and Michael Jackson, and look up Razor Fist and Abraham Lincoln. Really cool guy. Um, but anyway, yeah, like watch that thing on Prince thing, and I had to leave because I had a bunch of stuff around here was happening, and Emily messaged me. She said, "Get back here," and I was like, "Oh, there's a squirrel signal. I gotta go." And, oh my gosh, it was the butt dialing. Yes, I never saw the butt dia it's bad. Man, it's really bad. You guys I can't wait for tomorrow night because all this stuff, it's really bad. Oh, wait a second, I just realized I'm in top chat. I need to be in live chat. Y'all, be sure you're in live chat. Make sure you hit the likes and stuff, and then here is hang on a second. I'm gonna do copy this and put this over here, paste it. And we're gonna hit that, and I'm going to pin. This is Microdots. Pin the message at the top. Okay. This is their stream. Hopefully, it will play for me. On it playing? I think it's playing. I don't hear anything. Hmm. Oh, park of the high flame off.
Higgins walks outside.
All right, here we go. Here we
gets
go.
into his Jeep. Never sees the body of a man over.
Hang on, let's go back. Let's go back. Got it? Are we here? Are we good? Are we live? Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming
Brian
here,
Higgins
hanging out with
walks
me,
outside,
teaching me
gets
this.
into his Jeep. Never sees the body of a man over 6 feet tall lying directly beneath the flagpole, despite it being illuminated by the powerful plow lights mounted on the front. No sneaker, no shards of reflective plastic on the road in front of him.
Oh.
Brian Higgins then drives away from 34 Fairview Road.
Well, that sure is. That's a couple of things I didn't think about. So, like, tennis shoes, right? Like, they have, like, little reflective strips on them. Don't they? You know, honestly though, if you're douched, man, like this, you probably shouldn't be driving. Well, of course, there's a police officer told me one time that there are people that wake up in the morning with blood alcohol content high enough to be illegal driving, but they just are as normal as normal can be. Let's call it an alcoholic. They're really addicted to it, but it's a sad thing because your body starts shutting down and all that stuff. But wow, man, wow. Sweet fly. Fine.
It's 1:26 a.m. We will first see Brian Higgins arrive to the police station, viewed from the rear parking lot camera. It is mounted on the back corner of the Sallyport garage. The red circle represents where he parked.
I love how Microdots says the Sallyport garage, like that's a location, because that's what it sounds like. So do y'all remember when Emily said that it's not as bad, the snow isn't as bad as it looks like right here? Like she like the parking lot wasn't covered. Check this out. Man, that Jeep should be flying. It should lose some traction if it were covered in snow. Where's the sound? Is the sound coming back? There's no sound.
He exits the vehicle.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Jen Thunder, what you doing?
The surveillance video picks up his iPhone's true depth facial ID camera, scanning his face. This means he's looking directly into his device.
Thank you, Jen.
He hesitates momentarily, looks back at the Jeep, looks into his phone, then continues. While he's outside, Brian will be using his phone quite a bit.
Well, hold on, I'm in the way. How do I move my face?
Next, we see him pass in front of the small island containing a tree and a light pole. The camera is mounted here.
Wait, that's the only... How many cameras are back here?
He walks to the entry on the church side of the Sallyport and is picked up by the camera at the...
Okay, this is my question is, where do the cameras, what areas do they cover? Do they cover everything in here?
Top corner of the main building. At 1:28, he walks down the first floor corridor. He enters this room for 1 minute and 39 seconds before returning to the hallway. This door leads to the communications center. Here's
That's
how we
4
know.
conversations that can't happen in 22 seconds.
The camera we are viewing.
This is perfect. Okay. So this is the garage in the back. So, all right. Planning board, nurses, director, sanitarian. What's BOH, I wonder? Community room. So this is an office. Foyer. So this is the. You can enter here. Here's a foyer. You can enter here. And this is the front of the police station. Okay. With steps on both sides. All right, cool. These are closets. These are bathrooms. Stairs. Yeah, so you come in. Okay, so this is where you come in the main. This be the main entrance in there. Because right here says lobby. And then here is a stairwell lobby. There's the desk sergeant, right? And there's one door to get to all these areas. So this is a security thing, right? You can only come in right here. Someone has to buzz you in. Probably why these are thicker things, the windows. You go in here, you have an interview room, an office, the Sergeant General's
From is
office.
located.
All right, hang on a second. I don't see. Here's a shower. Oh, 1, 2, 3. They have 5 cells in here. Which prisoners? Here's a bathroom. So maybe they have a shower there. What's a matron? What does that mean? Is this his bedroom? Is this his bedroom?
Here. We can trace his steps through the interior of the police station, entering the first floor corridor and then moving directly to the comm center. The comm center is manned at all hours. It would be the first place you'd go to find out if anything unusual has been reported, like a woman calling to say she dropped her boyfriend off at a party and hasn't heard from him since. And it's just on the other side of that glass. We attempted to decipher the words written on this sign. I believe it reads authorized personnel only. He takes a quick look down the hall.
Oh, wait a
perhaps to
second.
see
Wait a
if
second.
anyone-
Hang on. I wasn't paying attention. Aniprin, how you doing? You're right? I forget you figured out, don't I? Oh, what's no, I don't. Sorry, I thought you said. What? I don't understand. Okay, so this is what happens when I read the wrong thing. Aniprin, I am sorry. What happened was I thought you were saying that you had a microphone that was translating from German. I don't know. Let's go back to watching this. I'm sorry.
Is present, then takes a right and moves out of view of the cameras. From here, he could have taken one of 3 doors. To his left and right are offices. Straight ahead is an entryway which leads to the front wing of the building, with also a stairwell that he could have taken to go upstairs to the 2nd floor. Here's the 2nd floor layout. If he did come up here, he would have exited the stairwell at this point, and based on the timeline, he certainly had the time to do it. The station seems to have numerous cameras in place inside and out. It's peculiar, then, that the exact footage that would show us where Higgins went for those crucial minutes is conspicuously missing. Are we really expected to believe there are no security cameras operating inside the communications center? The very place where police interact with the public face-to-face through glass every day. He would have exited.
Okay, so if he went to the 2nd floor, what could be in the 2nd floor? Mechanical room, emergency electric, electric sprinkler, water sprinkler, armory, police dead records. That's funny. Police storage, town storage, and the tactical unit stuff.
The stairwell at this point, and based on the timeline, he certainly had the time to do it. The station seems to have numerous cameras in place
King
inside
Paco.
and
Yeah,
out.
I know you. I'm
It's
sorry.
peculiar, then, that the exact footage that would show us where Higgins went for those crucial minutes is conspicuously missing. Are we really expected to believe there are no security cameras operating inside the communications center, the very place where police interact with the public face-to-face through glass every day? And not a single other camera in the building that could show us where Brian Higgins went. These officials have proven their willingness to tamper with and withhold crucial evidence. Therefore, it's just as important to consider what was not provided as it is to examine what was. 4 minutes and 36 seconds later, he reappears in the main corridor and proceeds to leave the same way he came in. He just reached into his pocket for his phone and now has it in hand. But he waits. The second he steps outside of the building, he starts using his phone again. It's already up to his ear. It's worth noting he stayed off the phone while inside, at least from what we can see, meaning he likely placed a call as soon as he had privacy again. Higgins enters frame right and approaches the Jeep, still with the phone to his ear. He walks between the Jeep and the large pickup and heads straight for the vehicle in the rear of the parking lot. We know this because we see his long shadow moving that way behind the Jeep.
I wasn't paying attention.
Higgins stands outside the vehicle briefly. Then opens the door and gets inside. The tail light illuminates, indicating he starts the vehicle. It is located approximately here.
And
He
whose
first
vehicle
turns on
was
the
that?
windshield wipers, then rolls the driver's side window down to clear snow, allowing him to see. We speed up the playback while he sits inside. He moves the vehicle off screen left. He reappears and clears both windshield wipers from a third vehicle.
All right, Foxy.
He stops here with his elbows bent as they would be if he was manipulating his phone in front of him, in a stance consistent with interacting with text messaging. He focuses on his device for about 18 seconds. Then proceeds to the rear of the Jeep.
So why do you do the windshield wipers that one car?
And returns to open the driver's side door. Most likely to fetch the keys for the large truck, a fourth vehicle, which lights are triggered as he remotely unlocks it, then enters to start the engine.
Does he have the keys to every car
The
in
lights
town?
flicker again when he opens the door. The truck is now on and idling, with the driver's side door still slightly open. He rolls the vehicle forward a few feet, deeper into the parking spot.
Right, Katie Dean? And what's going on? If you ask them a question on the stand, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
He
I don't
opens the
know.
passenger side door of the third vehicle,
No, they
reaches
never
in,
said, I don't know. They wouldn't be in trouble if they said, I don't know. But they keep saying, that's what it sounds like. That's
then
their
walks back to the
testimony.
Jeep. And seems to do the same thing there, opening the door momentarily.
At 1 a.m.
Then back to the third vehicle he goes, this time to access the bed. We see the black underlid of a container or tarp come up and cover the back window momentarily.
Oh.
He reaches in, throws a large duffel bag over his shoulder, and closes the lid.
What's in the duffel bag?
The bag appears to be very large.
I like that one, Katie.
He opens the driver's side door of the Jeep. Again, you get a clear glimpse of just how massive the bag is. He walks to the back of the Jeep and places it inside.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Then starts up the vehicle and closes the door. Returning to the third vehicle, he opens the passenger side door. He's looking for something towards the back seat.
Okay, Ray.
He opens the rear passenger side door and looks in. He then walks off camera, left side momentarily. He is presumably on the other side of the vehicle, rear door.
So there's no camera on this side of the building. And there's no cops there, right? Wait a second, where are all the cops? It's a police station. They're there 24 hours. I just realized that. Where are the rest of the cops?
He returns to the Jeep yet again to do something. Then heads back to the third vehicle.
You wouldn't want to hang out with him?
We see him walk back into frame, this time holding some kind
Surprised
of
that
pulled
Kennedy
tool,
wasn't there that night.
possibly a snow brush. However, he doesn't use it on any of these vehicles. He puts it inside the Jeep, gets in, and readies to leave the premises.
What's the temperature right now? King Bob, it's so weird. It's so weird. Isn't this like a crazy murder mystery type thing? And we're involved in it, it feels like. Oh, it's so weird, y'all. I mean, I know some of y'all live this, like you watch the whole trial. I haven't. Guys, I'm yeah, the way Emily has this broken down for me, God bless her. Gosh, man, she is so awesome. Like, this is I'm
And finally,
scared.
he drives off into the night. All we
Like,
know about what he did next is what he's
I gotta
told
go
us.
move my car after this. I look around. I sweep the area. And I have cameras on every blade of grass. Is that it? No, there's gotta be more. There has to be more. No, I'm too into it now. Emily, dang you. Oh, wait a second. So, all right, that was after Higgins left the so that's at 1:30 is when all that happened. Oh, guys, we have one more short one. We have one more short one. We can do 2 tonight. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Emily. You don't know how awesome you are. Oh, this is so exciting. Do you guys see this? Oh, look at this. Yes. How's that not playing? Yeah. Okay, stop. Now play. Oh, that's freaky. Oh, that's really freaky. I don't Oh, those hairs. Oh, the
Everything
eyelashes.
we experience
I
is
can't
part
handle
of a
that.
chain.
Iris.
Every
Doesn't
moment
corrupt this dude has
preceded
no
by
game.
another. That's why in criminal investigations,
I love it.
detectives begin at the moment the crime occurred and work backward, piecing together what led up to it.
I only started following the second trial
closer an
started and
event
watched
in
that, so
time
I
and
am learning
space
all
to
the
what
backstory and details.
the more
Crash
critical it
Panda Mom,
becomes.
make sure you keep your notifications turned on. You got to do this
In the
with me
Reed
because you can
case,
keep.
there exists a
I
rare
can't
and
keep up with
invaluable
stuff.
piece of evidence.
You're my buddy, okay?
The Waterfall video. A 75-minute
RC!
continuous recording capturing the victim and the small group
I
of
know all
people
about
he
your dog.
interacted
How
with
cool is
before
that?
suffering fatal injuries. Rather than analyze its contents fully, investigators treated it as little more than a tool to tally Karen's drinks. Had they truly wanted to solve the
I
crime,
got
they
suspicious
would have
minds.
done exactly what we are about to do.
That's a good one, Iris.
It's nearly 2 minutes to midnight. At the Waterfall bar, the Albert and McCabe party decide it's time to leave.
Oh,
They
wait, move
gather
your
their
stupid
belongings
fat
and start
head.
moving towards the door. Chris Albert is being playful with Jen McCabe, hiding her jacket behind his back.
Well, I've never seen this.
The Albert and McCabe party decide it's time to leave. They gather their belongings and start moving towards the door. Chris Albert is being playful with Jen McCabe, hiding her jacket behind his back. He hugs his niece Caitlin goodbye, since he is not attending the after party.
Now, who was that again? Who was that? Doesn't matter.
John is facing the bar, attending to the check.
Oh,
Karen is engaged in conversation with Karina. Karina and husband Nick have remained supportive of her innocence since the beginning. On the date this
What?
occurred, they had known both John and McCabe's for years.
what? I didn't know there was anybody who thought there was innocent. Oh my gosh! I didn't know there was anybody that thought there was somebody innocent. What? What? Oh, that's Chris Albert. Thank you, Side Eyes. Wait, was he one of the butt dialers? Is he who I saw?
As Brian Albert, his brother, Selectman Chris Albert, and ATF agent Brian Higgins move towards the exit, an interesting exchange occurs. We will watch the next 20 seconds uninterrupted, then break it down frame by frame. Let's watch again, looking closer, and try to determine what exactly is happening. Brian Higgins is looking in John's direction. Chris Albert says something to sister-in-law, Nicole, as she steps towards the door. Daughter Caitlin Albert is closest to the exit. Brian Albert enters frame right. Brian and Nicole continue. We see Higgins focused, like a laser beam on John. And Chris Albert's attention has now shifted directly onto Higgins, appearing to sense what he is about to do. Higgins goes to raise his arm and shout to the victim, but before he can even bring it above his waist, Chris Albert aggressively grabs his forearm, preventing it from happening. The significance of Chris Albert's actions cannot be overstated. They reveal clear prior knowledge, an unmistakable anticipation of hostility directed towards John. There is simply no other valid way to explain how Chris would know what Higgins was about to do before he did it.
Okay. The one thing I don't like about watching Microdots, it's not Microdots I don't like. I love Microdots. I love what they've done. I love everything they've ever done. But what I don't like about watching this with them is this is such a pivotal thing I did not know existed. Holy cow, I didn't know this was real. I didn't know this happened. Alicia, how you doing? I never watched the first trial. I got into the second trial. All these extra people testified in the second trial, so this is super fascinating. Alicia, like the second trial amazed me because I was like, why? Why is there a trial? But yeah, I wasn't into it. Like I don't like trials. I don't do that sort of stuff. I like stuff, but like trials just the opening statements, closing statements. That's all there is on trial. You know, expert testimonies. Those are a waste of time. I don't pay attention to them. So, all the paperwork that's filed, all the motions and everything before trial, that's the interesting part. That tells you everything. But anyway, have not seen this before. Okay. This is so new to me. And this is why I wish that I had this without Microdots talking because I'm sitting here on the edge of my seat going, yeah, yes, yeah, oh, yeah, I totally see it like that. I want to be able to see it and completely impartial and come to my own conclusion. I'm trying to do that. That's why I'm very excited. Y'all, I was ready to go to bed. Here, you drop two. There. Y'all, I was ready to go to bed right before the stream. I mean, I was so close. I am so pumped right now. I am so excited. And I'm also a little bit on the edge of my seat because, I told you guys how this stuff's scary. I have goosebumps. Ooh. Yeah, the pretrial hearings. I love all the paperwork. Love all the paperwork. The first trial pissed me off too much to watch it again, so I didn't see the second one except for verdict. Wow. All these extra people were in the first trial, not the second one. Sorry, spoiler alert. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought, okay, when you said that, I was thinking I knew this because of some of the things that I actually paid attention to some of the things. Well, don't bust any stitches, honey. Don't do that. Don't bust stitches. All right. Let me get out of your way here. Let's play this. Get this sucker playing. Holy cow, though. That did. This is where we left it at. Oh, hang on. Let me go back over. Was that one good? No. There we go. I'm going to get out of the way. Now, look at this. This totally does. Now, see, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't look this way at all. But Microdots has been convinced that this, holy cow. I mean, hang on. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, how do you draw a line? I've got the thing somewhere. Don't I? What's this? Oh, let's do it. Come on, draw a line.
I'm not suggesting anyone intends.
Nope, I won't do it. Why won't that let me draw a line? Yeah, it should be all those things. Why won't they let me draw?
To kill John.
No.
Only that there had to have been prior discussion, if not some form of coordinated plan to confront him. Now, we can operate under the
It looks
assumption
like
that
with
these
his
three
right
men know
hand, like
something about John's
he's
future that we
trying
do
to
not.
draw a fist.
Chris grabs Higgins by the arm, turning him back around to face him directly.
Oh, that's his
This
drink in his
unexpected
hand.
outburst from his brother catches Brian's attention. And Higgins, whipping his head toward Chris, seems just as taken aback by the sudden hostility as we are. Notice that Chris is grasping Higgins' shirt so tightly that you can see tension in the fabric.
That's his shirt.
And as much tension on his face.
Yo, there is no sense in this day and time for you to have poor quality security cameras.
Chris pushes Higgins' arm down to his side. He fixes him with a hard, unflinching stare. Chris releases his grip. Higgins turns his head toward Brian, deferring to his authority and seeking his approval. But Chris steps squarely in front of Higgins and puts both of his hands on him again. Higgins is rattled. Brian raises his palms facing upward, a universal gesture of confusion, questioning Chris's protest. Higgins continues to fix his gaze on John, peering over Chris's right shoulder. Meanwhile, Chris stands in a posture strikingly similar to that of a bouncer stepping in to defuse a confrontation. Higgins steps back and shifts his focus again to Chris, prompting Chris to release his grip on Higgins' left arm for the second time. Higgins stares blankly. The two men exchange a few words as Chris gestures towards the exit. Chris is trying to assert control over the situation. However, both men turn their attention to Brian Albert as he intervenes.
Now,
Brian
Chris
challenges
owns the
Chris's
pizza
position
place,
with his
right?
voice and body, causing Chris to throw up his arms in frustration. There's clearly a disagreement between the Albert brothers. It appears that Chris either disapproved of Higgins confronting John altogether, or he was uncomfortable with him doing it so publicly. I lean towards the latter. Ultimately, however, it is Brian who holds authority and makes the final decisions. Chris is overruled by his older brother. Higgins has the green light and is allowed to continue.
I thought about that, Marcy. I thought about
Chris
that right when I was
submits,
saying all that.
but is still clearly on edge. As the brothers settle the matter with a few final words, Higgins presses on, shifting his focus back to John.
Is he pointing now? Right? He's pointing? Oh, he was.
Even with reduced resolution and a tight zoom, Higgins' agitation is unmistakable. He appears to be incensed, clearly gesturing. Let's go. He briefly makes eye contact with Brian Albert, puts his hand to his forehead. Chris guides Higgins towards the door, touching his back, using his body as a physical barrier. But Higgins
Good Trouble Studios.
Chris watches him closely. Higgins remains preoccupied with John, while Chris maintains a stance resembling someone preventing a confrontation. Pay close attention to the next sequence of frames. You'll see Chris appear to say something to Higgins, likely a command such as go or okay. In response, Higgins shows clear defiance, stepping past Chris and openly calling out to John in full view of everyone. Here we go. Chris speaks and puts his hand on Higgins' back to guide him out for the second time. Now, Higgins will react defiantly, ignore Chris, step past him and attempt to get John's attention vocally and by waving and pointing. Higgins defies Chris's instruction to get going. Chris is not happy with this. His stare is ice cold.
Courtney, wait, that's Brian. Richie keeps calling Brian Chris. Chris is the one in the circle right now.
And locked on Higgins. Higgins sidesteps Chris and is animated. Then Chris turns to look at John to see what his reaction is.
Who's this that's walking out?
But John, still dealing with paying his tab, has seen nothing.
Well, so okay, so now he's paying his tabs. See, here's okay, so that messes me up because it goes back. I thought John was walking out, and I thought it looked like Higgins was trying to like make a swing. No, I'm completely wrong. Hey, Vision, how you doing? Totally wrong on that. Okay, okay. Now I gotta rethink that one. I have to rethink it all. Okay, so think about this. So they're probably 20, 30 feet away from each other. I can probably, let's say he's just probably saying, let's go. You know, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Not yet.
And you didn't say goodbye to John, right?
I don't think I said goodbye to anybody.
And you didn't talk to him about coming over to 34 Fairview?
No.
Neither Brian Higgins, Chris Albert, or Brian Albert ever acknowledged what we are seeing with our own eyes. Now, picking up exactly where we left off, there's a few things that happen worth pointing out. First, we'll focus on Higgins. Let's watch it at normal speed, then take it frame by frame. And we'll sync it with a close-up of John to gauge his reaction. Now is a crucial moment to remind you, it's 11:58 p.m. In about 30 minutes, John will be fatally injured. Cue the tape. In 3, 2, 1. Let's watch it again, slow it down, and look a wee bit closer. Higgins is desperately trying to get John's attention, but John still has his back turned. By the time John turns to look, Higgins has shifted his gaze to Brian Albert, likely pointing at Brian while telling John to go to his home at 34 Fairview Road. Then, as Higgins turns back toward John, he sees that John has already looked away, prompting Higgins to abort the next hand gesture he was just about to make. Higgins looks and sees members of the band carrying equipment out, then steps back to give them space to pass. Then, he finally makes direct eye contact with John. He points outside, telling John to come to Brian Albert's home. His posture rigid, and each motion he makes is laced with tension. John says something back to him, then glances over to Matt, who seems to have also witnessed the interaction. Consider how determined Higgins was to deliver the message to John. He endured a tense confrontation with Chris Albert,
smiling,
made
isn't he?
multiple unsuccessful attempts to catch John's attention, and deliberately lingered behind the rest of his group, refusing to leave until he was absolutely certain the message had been received. Karen and Karina were so deeply engaged in conversation that they remained completely unaware of everything that had just unfolded around them. John is smiling. Whatever message Higgins was trying to send, it clearly didn't land with the weight he intended. John appears relaxed and confident, an important detail, as this reflects his mindset just before he would enter 34 Fairview Road.
Okay. So it's 10 to 15 feet. All right.
John leans over to Matt, who is just out of view, likely making another comment about the outburst.
I should have written this stuff down.
Then appears to say something about it to Chris Albert and Jen McCabe, before he is interrupted by the bartender to sign the check. In exactly 22 minutes, sent from the crime scene, Higgins texts John a message that, viewed in context, takes on a sinister tone. That text, combined with the footage we've just reviewed, should have made Brian Higgins the primary suspect of John's murder. We've established that Brian Albert, Brian Higgins and Chris Albert seemed to have prior knowledge of a confrontation with John. But for that to be true, we would expect to see some evidence of it earlier in the night. Now, we will rewind the tape 9 minutes to find just that.
Oh, there was a confrontation?
It's getting late and the bar will be closing soon. John is standing here with Karen, who has her back facing us. They are speaking to Jen McCabe. Brian, Albert, and Brian Higgins are standing here and appear relaxed. Roll the film, please. Chris Albert approaches Brian and Higgins. Everything seems normal at first. They smirk. The three men's body language changes. They speak closely and glance towards John and Karen. Chris looks directly at them. Then he pivots back, engaging in conversation with more discretion than before.
I mean, it's at a bar.
Chris leans in to listen to Brian. Chris gestures towards them with his hand.
Oh, good. Trump Studios.
They become more
Holy cow.
excited. Brian whispers into Chris's ear.
Oh, that's where he says, like
There's no
really,
way to
that's
know
it?
exactly what these three men were
I
discussing.
just hit my
However,
microphone.
their body
I just
language
hit
is
my
consistent
microphone.
with precisely the kind of interaction one might expect to precede Brian Higgins taunting just 9 minutes later.
He's gonna be dead in 30 minutes, man.
It's 11:30. The man at the center of your screen is one Brian Higgins. The surveillance camera detects the infrared light emitted by his iPhone's true depth camera, which is used for Face ID. This is Officer John O'Keefe. He would be nearly dead in about 1 hour, sustaining fatal injuries that the most credentialed experts determined were not from a vehicle. Across the table is Karen Reed. She is the girlfriend of John O'Keefe, and also the woman that Brian Higgins has been obsessed with for weeks up until this point. However, she had cut off communication with him roughly a week earlier and has completely
Sheila?
ignored his presence since arriving at the bar.
Say hello, shake your hand, give you a hug.
No, she did not.
No, she didn't do any of those things, did she?
No.
It was like you didn't even exist.
Both Brian Higgins and Brian Albert have been drinking all day long. We'll get closer and watch as Higgins repeatedly steals glances at Karen. She is standing here. In 1 minute and 35 seconds, he will finally break down and text her. Leading up to that moment, we'll see him look in her direction at least 3 times. 1. 2.
Never. I did some of my best work and never mind.
3. At 11:32, the weight of Karen's indifference becomes unbearable. He gives in to temptation. In a whiskey-fueled haze, He removes his phone from the front pocket of his sweatshirt, composing a juvenile message designed to nudge her into interacting with him. It doesn't matter that John O'Keefe is standing right there, a few feet away from him. Higgins is determined to get attention from Karen, whatever the consequences may be. From this point forward, Higgins can be seen frequently checking his phone, presumably awaiting Karen's response. But that response would never come, surely adding to his humiliation and anger.
Hey, Danielle. How you doing, babe? You'll be creating new memories.
At 10:54, Karen and John enter the bar. On the surface, everything appears normal, but there
Now,
are
where had
already
they been
subtle
before
signs
this?
foreshadowing the darkness
I never
this
thought
night is
about that.
destined to bring. Brian Albert leans closely into Higgins to make a comment, seemingly about Karen, since she's standing right there and just walked in. Then Higgins glances at John. He comments to Brian,
Oh, I don't.
and Brian leans back in to say something in return. Higgins shakes his head and laughs.
Guys, I'm on 3 platforms tonight. There's a lot of people watching on the other 2. If you come over to YouTube, you can come and hang out with the chat, y'all. And please hit subscribe if you don't mind over there. Please come over here. I'll tell you what, we're doing a FNL Dollywood. So we do FNL's Friday Night Live. We're gonna be doing June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. June 3rd, everybody's coming in town. June 4th, we're all gonna go to Dollywood. Spend the day in Dollywood, riding rides, doing all that stuff. And then Friday we do a live show from a live studio audience. So you don't want to miss it. Come over to the YouTube side over here and be sure to subscribe, hit those notification buttons. And thanks, y'all, for hanging out with us no matter where you are.
Higgins points to Brian, requesting to step away for a private word. Higgins signals, "Over here." Not even Brian's wife, Nicole, should hear this. Higgins leans in very closely to Brian's ear. What subject matter requires this level of secrecy? The discussion
A lot
continues.
of stuff.
They seem very excited and animated. Higgins looks at Karen. Repeatedly. He can't seem to stop himself from watching her. Meanwhile, John appears to be oblivious to whatever is developing around him.
Whoa, wait a second. Look at this. So Higgins' hand here. He keeps tapping the table. Like, he's just tapping away, tap, 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 tap. It's like nervous energy. He may decide he likes her. Ooh. Makes you wonder what happened in their house again. In his house.
The two men touch hands in agreement.
Philadelphia.
Taps
I
Brian's
love it,
arm,
fridge breaker.
requesting he step away once again to discuss something sensitive. And back to the corner go. Higgins asks questions, and Brian gives answers.
Honey, how you doing? That's the last of it. last of it. There's a whole bunch more. Oh yeah, it is the last of it. Okay. Holy moly. Let's see here. You guys, we got the next one's 20 minutes. Let's do it. What do you say? Let's do it. Let's see what Microdots. They got one more. One more is part of my homework, and then I'm free and clear. You guys ready for this? Come on, do it with me. What do y'all say? Yes? Yes? I know it. We're gonna do this. Look at this one.
It's the last time she'll see him in good health.
Oh. Oh, hold on here. Hold on. Given the conflicting testimony from witnesses, we've chosen to examine the digital forensic data regarding the timeline. Viewer discretion is advised. I love viewer discretion.
It's the evening of January 28th, 2022.
You're helping me,
There's a
Mitchell. You
dangerous
gotta help
storm
me.
It's still early
Yes,
as friends and family
Go.
begin gathering at the Albert home.
There's my girl. Oh, wait. There she is. Alicia. What's up, Courtney?
The younger generation stay
Here
inside
for the
for the
homework.
evening to
You
consume
my
alcohol
tutor.
together in celebration of a birthday. While the elders choose to venture out to a local bar named the Waterfall, where they meet acquaintances John O'Keefe and Karen Reed. All are drinking.
Oh, he did grab him. Oh my gosh, that was such a better. I like to see. It was better like that. Holy cow. Then where's this? Where's this?
At about 12:15, they return from the bar.
Because tutors know
Jen
their
calls
subject
John at
very well.
12:14.
Now get in here
At
and teach me.
12:18, John calls her back. Then Higgins messages John at 12:20.
Oh, that was crazy. That scared me. Higgins messaged John? That's weird. Right? That's weird. Oh, that's weird. I need a drink. Why do I not have one? That's the parking lot of the bar. Thank you, golf girl. By the way, you can't be some golf girl. I don't know any other. Well, I mean, I guess I do know. But none that are named that. You're golf girl.
Between 12:23 and 24, Karen and John arrive.
Or you can be some girl, but that was some lots of names.
Karen sits and waits for confirmation.
Is that what the inside looks like?
She watches as John approaches, looks inside, and walks through the door. It's the last time she'll see him in good health.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
At the same time, Ryan Nagel, Ricky D'Antano, and Heather Maxon arrive in Ricky's 2018 Ford F-150 to pick up Julie Nagel at her request, causing the Lexus to move forward the first time. bringing it straight in line with the front door.
Just right outside the front door, though. Within.
Straight outside, yes.
The vehicles remain in these positions for a
Where's
number of
Ziggy
minutes
Bear's Jeep?
while they both wait. We don't know what John encountered upon entering the home, or where he encountered it.
Yeah, we were all sitting in like the kitchen table. It's like a square table, so we're all just hanging out around there. Some at like the island in the kitchen.
But we do know who was present. As soon as John walked in, he would have been standing in the living room, directly under the open doorway that leads into the dining room and kitchen, where he could have been easily seen by anyone in the three main rooms on the first floor. Stepping into the dining room, he'd encounter some combination of the Alberts' close friends and family. Matt McCabe, Jennifer McCabe, Caitlin Albert, homeowner Brian Albert, and nephew Colin Albert.
Look, I'm Brian Albert now. Hey, I'm
Brian Albert Jr., his friend Sarah Levinson, homeowner Nicole Albert, friend Julie Nagel.
Oh, that's the poor Irish
and
girl,
one
right?
Brian Higgins, who minutes ago sent a message to the victim asking, "Are you coming here?"
I mean,
And
something if
the
it was flying
aggressive
in half
German
mast,
shepherd.
wasn't it, Mitchell?
It appears that whatever happened to John inside the home unfolded rapidly, ending within just a few brief minutes. This is evident because it must have occurred before Julie Nagel stepped outside to send her brother away by declaring
German
that she was now
shepherds aren't
staying,
like this.
suddenly changing her mind. The door leading to the basement is located in close proximity to the kitchen area. John's Apple Health data indicates that he ascended or descended 3 flights of stairs and took 80 steps between 12:22 and 12:24.
Stated ascending, descending 3 floors.
Suggesting that he entered the home, walked inside, and within less than a minute ended up in the basement, either by his own volition or by force. The most logical interpretation of the 3 flights is he went down, turned around to leave, and for an unknown reason was returned. Theories on how John sustained his injuries vary, but they largely
this is the
focus
Apple
on a
Watch
violent
stuff,
assault
right?
carried out by up to 3 men inside the home, as well as an attack by their ill-tempered German shepherd. An animal with a documented history of aggression, one that Brian Albert was caught attempting to conceal from the court by lying, saying that Chloe has never attacked a human being, when she has attacked 2, sending both to the hospital for treatment. Just one of the many lies they've been caught in.
Wait,
On the
that
right
was
side
before
is an opening containing rows of dumbbells
Peace not a German shepherd.
and assistance
Oh, a
room
Belgian.
behind a set
Oh,
of
I'm
double
sorry. I
doors.
didn't or knew that, Peace Geek.
A bathroom straight ahead, and stairs exiting directly to the backyard.
Ryan Nagel texted his sister at 12:23 here.
He did text me saying that he was outside.
And then he texted again that he was going to leave.
Clumsy. My babe, how you doing? Y'all, I have known 39 months. Holy cow. Clumsy, that's like how do you make that like into math? I say, how do you math it? It's
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
happy birthday, Clumsy Clairvoyance. I don't know if it is or not, but you know what? That's how math works. Love you, Clumsy. That makes sense. Yeah, I put a link to Clumsy in there. Go check her out. What time are you streaming tonight, Clums? Like it's 5 in the morning my time. She's a West Coast chick. You know, one of my California girls. I love those girls out there. Thank you so much, Clumsy. 39 months. If you were a baby, you'd be in college.
Then Julie Nagel went outside.
Genuine, how you doing?
If Ryan texted his sister again that he was going to leave, that means she kept him outside
I was
waiting.
talking about you today, Jen.
So what caused the delay?
Good stuff. Sweet, sweet, genuine.
The timeline indicates that John entered the home, triggering a violent confrontation that unfolded quickly. The chaos inside delayed Julie for several minutes, long enough for Ryan to text her saying he was going to leave, prompting them to send her outside to get rid of her brother. Within the four walls of 34 Fairview Road, they had a full-blown crisis on their hands, one that needed to be contained fast. It's nearly 12:30 a.m. They have a fatally injured cop laying on the floor, a house full of people, and two separate parties waiting outside, each expecting someone to step out or at least inform them that they can leave. They immediately took command, and no one was coming or going until this was worked out. And since they didn't have the idea to blame Karen until morning, when Jen noticed her taillight was cracked. The only claim they have is to say that despite being dropped off right out front, John never came into the house. Say it with me. The guy never came into the house. At 12:27, after sending Julie outside, Jen starts using her phone to build that alibi. But Karen is still out there, and they don't know why.
As soon as you saw Miss Reed's SUV, you texted John. Is that right?
Correct.
You noticed this SUV outside. You started paying somewhat close attention to it.
They are watching her every move, anxiously waiting. The Lexus is seen moving forward a second time, into the proximity of the flagpole. They have no clue if Karen's about to drive off, dial 911, or bang on their door demanding to speak to John.
Love you, Clumsy.
Julie is outside. She tells her brother that she will be staying longer, despite calling him to come pick her up for a ride home.
Y'all were actually
Probably
talking
one
for
night.
close to 5 minutes.
No.
The whole thing, probably.
Everything
Yeah.
is sin, Clumsy.
She walks back into the house. At 12:29,
Thank you,
Jen
Chili
McCabe
Cat.
makes the first of 7 calls to John's phone over the next 21 minutes. Although she insists that each of these calls were made unknowingly and completely accidentally, not a single
with her
voicemail
butt.
was recorded,
Because she was
implying that she
stripping or
not only
something.
inadvertently made the calls, but she also inadvertently hung up before a voicemail was triggered. An absurd proposition that any rational person must reject on its face.
You claimed that every one of these calls was a butt dial. Is that right?
Yes.
Definitive evidence that they are hiding something. The chances of this set of
That's right,
anomalies
being there for
occurring at
Clumsy.
the exact time required to support
I don't
her
know what that
alibi
means.
are impossibly low.
14 interfaces with that phone over the course of 19 minutes.
Those calls were later deleted, and she doesn't have an answer for that either. We are being asked to take Jen at her word when she has every motive to shift the blame away from herself and her family. Ryan Nagel watches Julie entering the side door as they pull away.
Courtney, you got to ask Emily.
I was making sure my sister got in the house okay.
providing him the perfect angle to witness Karen Reed sitting alone in her vehicle, waiting for John.
But you did look inside that SUV,
As I passed by, yes.
and you saw one person,
That's all I saw at the time, yes.
female with long hair. Is that
Correct.
Ryan and friends drive away. Karen is now alone for the first time since she arrived. The three of them confirm that they didn't see John outside the entire time they were there, nor was he in Karen's SUV, entirely consistent with Karen's story of what happened. Karen leaves between 12:29 and 12:30. We know this because her phone connects to the Wi-Fi network at John's home at 12:36.
Miss Reed's phone auto-connected to John O'Keefe's Wi-Fi at his house at 12:36 a.m.
Google Maps confirms the drive time for that route on that date and time is 6 to 7 minutes, without factoring in the snowy road conditions that night, which would have only slowed travel further. That means the latest Karen Reed could have left 34 Fairview Road, according to the data we have, is 12:30 a.m.
Around 12:45 in the morning, when the vehicle was in front of the residence on Fairview, that for some perceptible period of time, that vehicle travels over 60 feet in reverse at over approximately 24.2 miles per hour.
What kind of charade is this? The lead prosecutor is standing in front of an unknowing jury and claiming the defendant committed murder 15 minutes after she left the premises. Shameful. Using such flimsy and misleading information to pin a crime on an innocent woman isn't just gross negligence. It is a crime in itself.
At 12:31, you texted, "Pull behind me," to John.
With no one outside, they finally have their first chance to address their next immediate problem. At 12:31 and 56 seconds, John carries John's phone 83.5 feet out to the last spot they saw the SUV parked. Conveniently near trees and bushes, providing enough cover to stay out of sight. It is placed there at 12:32 and 16 seconds, which means it took about 20 seconds for someone to move to that location and drop the phone. Although another theory suggests they turned the phone off and placed it outside at a later time, without a
20 seconds. Not long enough for a conversation. Again, hey, there's a lot of people here watching from on the different streams I'm doing. Please check me out on YouTube, subscribe, turn on notifications, all stuff. I'm doing this with Emily C tomorrow night on her channel, and I want to also invite you guys to on Friday nights do a live like variety show, with my friends and stuff, and we're getting together for the third year in a row now in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Dollywood, Tennessee. It's going to be called FNL Dollywood, and we go on Thursday. We go to the park and ride all the rides, eat all the cinnamon bread, the apple pie. We eat a whole apple pie. Well, people in chat do, and then on Friday we do a live studio show from a live audience. And I made the comment last night that if I have 10,000 subscribers by Dollywood, I'll do 10 hours of live streaming that night. I'm stupid. I know. I do. I'm gonna say dumb things and make stupid decisions. But other than that, love you guys. Thanks for watching wherever you are. And let's hit some playtime.
Proper investigation. We can only speculate. Regardless, for Karen to have hit John, she would have had to complete a 6 to 7 minute drive in just 3 minutes and 44 seconds on slippery, snow-covered roads with a route that includes a long traffic light. This means that according to the Commonwealth's own forensic data, Karen Reed could not have murdered John O'Keefe. Then who did?
And then at 12:40, you texted, "Hello."
At 12:41, Jen makes call number
I keep
2
looking, thinking
of this
getting a call.
54 seconds later, call number 3.
And at 12:42, you texted, "Where are you?"
At 12:43,
Lie,
she makes
Wiggle
call
Courtney.
number 4.
You have to come
And
to
at
Dollywood to stop. You said you'd be
12:45,
coming
texted,
if I got Emily to come. I did my part.
At 12:46, call number 5.
Yes, it is a threat. Give me a 10,000.
At 12:47, call number 6. And finally, at 12:50, Jennifer places call number 7.
7 times she calls him? Whoa, no, she does not. Oh,
Highly
no
suspicious
way.
pattern of calls.
No.
But what's even more interesting is that Jen originally told police that she saw Karen pulling away at 12:45, specifically remembered because it coincided with her last text
Yo,
to
my
John
brain's
stating
already
hello,
fried. We've only been doing
which
this an
means
hour and a half.
Jennifer has been caught in another lie, and that she was attempting to place the SUV outside when it was already back at John's house for nearly 10 minutes.
You were also interviewed by Trooper Proctor on January 29th, 2022.
Hey,
Jen
Katie,
has
how you
also
doing?
adjusted her story since the beginning to accommodate the Commonwealth's evolving theory. The flagpole
Katie,
was
you have
always
a
the last
very
place
big
the
eye.
SUV had been seen,
Cool.
until Jen
cool.
testifies here.
When I first saw the vehicle, it was straight ahead, out the front door, stationary.
I guess I have to address this question here. Nurse Kim has a Jim McCabe candle. Is that like a Gwyneth Paltrow candle? Don't answer that. I don't want to know. I'm just going to assume yes, and I know too much.
You said you saw it pull up again, second time. You said you saw it move twice.
From one place to the flagpole to further up.
Jennifer changes her story, now claiming she saw the SUV in position to reverse backwards towards John.
I got paused.
It moved to the
Hold on, wait a second. What did I just miss? What did I just miss? Thank you so much, Side Eyes, who says, let's fucking go, Dollywood.
Wiggle, 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 yeah. 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 Wiggle, 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 yeah.
The person on the far left puts the underscore in your name. Hold on. Now, what did I miss here? So she changed her story on the stand. Let me go back 20 seconds.
From one place to the flagpole
Wait, I'm going back.
vehicle, it was straight ahead, out the front door, stationary.
You said you saw it pull up again, second time. You said you saw it move twice.
From one place to the flagpole to further up.
Jennifer changes her story, now claiming she saw the SUV in position to reverse backwards towards John.
It moved to the flagpole and then it moved up again.
And like they did over and over again in the first trial to explain why the new story doesn't match the first, they blame police incompetence. No one has done more to damage the reputation of cops everywhere than these people.
So as Trooper Proctor was taking notes about what you were saying, he just got it wrong. At no time did you hear any noise or sound outside that was unusual?
No.
You didn't hear any squealing of tires or squealing of brakes?
No.
You didn't hear any screaming or yelling?
No.
Warm as a rye.
You didn't hear any loud voices or foul language or doors slam?
No.
I'm not saying a word.
You didn't hear any verbal argument?
Balls formally answered that question. When you come to Dogwood, you have them alone.
No.
Was that it? Is that it?
But I was just picking up the area, cleaning.
Matter of fact, you didn't hear any collision or crash, did you?
No. My sister was cleaning.
My mom went right to cleaning because she likes to clean.
You ever asked by anybody to make sure you mention a Jeep being parked behind Miss Reed's SUV in this trial?
Oh yeah, what happened to the Jeep? Was there no Jeep in her testimony? That's why you have to look for a fishbowl. Or you have to look for a fishbowl. Is there no... Wait, what happened to the Jeep? As where everyone parked there and every minute. Well, I got it. I wake up and I go outside. I'm like, oh, I parked outside last night. I don't forgot about that. I don't drink. I get that. I think that's what's so weird about this is they know every single thing like that. Like, who knows that? Oh, this is a good one. Hold on. Yeah, wow. That's maybe it's Microdots music, man. It kind of gives me the chills. Holy cow. All Jeeps made after World War II are fake. Not the ones in India. Do you know that India is the only place that can make a Willys Jeep? They got a license to the patent during World War II. Evidently, they still make them. I think something like that. Normal people don't watch parking at a party. So like I would watch like where I make sure I didn't get blocked. Make sure I don't get blocked in. That's all. I always make sure where I'm parked so I can leave. You know, sometimes a party isn't a party if you don't have Pringles. KD, we like a good party in there. The dash cam video. What? Bye, Heather. We'll handle the Raiders without you. You know, like people that come in and the bots, the Russian bots. If you ever see, that's all you gotta do as a mod. Just if you see single letters being typed out, delete it. Delete that person. Ban them from the channel. So, that's I don't know what to think. I do want to say, y'all, thank you wherever you're listening from. Tomorrow night, Emily C. Right, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Gosh, this thing's getting hot. I like my equipment to run cool, and my computer feels a little warm. Something else I gotta get a new cooling pad. Sorry, so sorry. All right, let me do this. Hang on a second here. Let's try it out. All right, let's leave that one. That's Microdots. I just saw. All right. I think we're all caught up. Hang on. Let me make sure that we're all caught up. Yep. All caught up. And then we'll have another one. There's two more. We're not going to do this tonight. We'll do those later. All right. Danielle's been a member 35 months. Oh my gosh. Danielle. Hold on, let me do the math on that. That's create one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Danielle. I don't really know if it's your birthday or not, and I can't count. Creston, how you doing? Hey, Foxy, again. How you doing? Wait, Connie, good night. I just copied Genuine saying that. What camera video did they reverse, if anyone remembers? Oh, I do know that. That was the stockyard, whatever they call it, the boneyard, or the garage, the porta potty. You know what do they call it? The garage. The garage was reversed. Isn't that crazy? Zach, how you doing, man? I don't think I said properly. Say hello to you tonight. Sallyport, thank you so much. Yes. Leonka, where have you been all night? You're right here. It's okay. We don't bite unless you're into that sort of thing. But I mean, I'm not a biter. Sallyport, thank you, Kimberly. Christy, I thought for some reason one of those E's were upside down this time. Christy, how you doing? Sallyport video. Actually, video is Lexus on the left. Inverter one, it's on the right. Man, that's messed me up. Sorry about that. Ooh. All right. Gurge. That's right. That's right, Trash Panda Mama. Oh my gosh. Bev, how are you doing? So glad to see you. Guys, again, everybody. Oh, wait, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Hang on. I want to show you guys. Hang on real quick. Let me bring this down. And then we go to and Emily C had yesterday. Oh, she did 3 yesterday. I didn't know that. She did 3 videos yesterday. Well, I was out digging holes. So you can't blame me. I'm really So Emily C, if you guys don't know, is my buddy, and she is about to cross 15,000 subs. Be sure and go over there and sub up if you're not subbed up, okay? Let's get her to 15,000. Holy cow. When I met her, she had 12,000. You know what? True story about her. I did not know how big her channel was. And I just know that she had been streaming for like a few months. She started streaming, I think, when was that? It was like 6 months ago. No, like last. She started when my mom went to the hospital. I say streaming, she started doing shorts. And I didn't know who she was. Um, well, Zach, you see everybody. I don't leave my channel. This is the case that keeps on giving. Hopefully, I'll bring justice for John Keefe soon. Leonka, yes. Here's the thing. It's gonna be awesome. Come the civil trial, we're gonna know it. You know, we're gonna know this stuff perfectly because there's a like a fog of war. There's a haze that comes with taking everything in. Like I'm like, holy cow! There's 3 videos I saw, 4 because I watched Ventress, and I'm like, holy cow! Like, where am I on this? You know, I'm trying to keep up with everything. Thankfully, I know that you guys in the chat are taking notes for me, and I appreciate that. But tomorrow night, Emily 9:15. Hey, Granny Debbie, how you doing? And like I said, there's a lot of people watching on different channels. Please, I put in the YouTube chat. There's a link to Emily C. It's Emily underscore. What's her thing? Hang on a second. It's because on YouTube it's 1 letter. Yeah, okay, it's 3. No, it's not underscore. Sorry. See, I communicate a lot on X. So she is at Emily SEEE, 3 E's. Okay. Emily C with 3 E's over there. And I'll be over there tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Mitchell. Mitchell has it right. Yeah, that's on YouTube. Oh, yeah, we're on YouTube over here, aren't we? And oh my gosh, Genuine. Wait, hold on, Genuine. Are you don't like Wiggles, do you?
She did this over a 10-piece chicken wing.
That's how the homework got started. Was over a 10-piece chicken wing. Right after.
No.
Well, Fro says no. Then it's gotta be.
I go look at Valhalla Awaits. He's routing me to the expert, which is this buffed out alpha dude that's posting content.
It's Valhalla's fault. It's Valhalla's fault. Thank you, Genuine. And thank you so much for being here with me. Oh, you do like Wiggles. Why didn't you know what? Everybody gets Wiggles because I hate why are people telling me they don't like Wiggles? I love you guys. Good night. Tomorrow night, Emily sees 9:15. Unless something happens. If it does, it'll be Emily's fault. We all know it's gonna be my fault. I have to move a car. I don't want to go outside. You guys got me spooked.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,